Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Veronica. So today I am back with another review on a foundation, and the review is going to be on the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Finish Foundation. Let's go ahead and get into this review. Before I get started, you guys already know I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys a little bit more about the foundation and what it claims on the box. This is the Matte Velvet Skin Full Coverage Foundation in 24 hours. And on the box it says that it is the next generation mattifying foundation that combines full coverage, 24 hours wear, and a second skin effect. It contains the latest generation of Flexi Fit Mesh Complex, which adapts to the movements of the skin for more comfortable wear. The buildable texture won't clog pores, and it's easy to apply and blend, leaving your complexion looking velvety without a mask effect. The waterproof formula makes for a long-lasting, flawless finish and is enriched with cinnamon and ginger to be respectful of your skin. Medium to full coverage, suitable for combination to oily skin. So that's basically what it says. That's interesting. It has cinnamon and ginger. I didn't expect that. Now this is a 1.01 fluid ounce bottle, and the color that I got was Y3775. This is what it looks like. And let me go ahead and show you guys the old packaging, because I do have the old packaging still. This is the Matte Velvet Plus, and this is the Matte Velvet Skin. And this one was also a full coverage. This one was oil free, water resistant. This one right here, let me check. It doesn't claim that it's oil free, but it does says suitable for combination to oily skin. So I'm assuming it might be oil free. Not sure. It doesn't state it on the box, so I'm not quite sure if it is oil free. But the old one, it was oil free. It's claimed right here, and it was water resistant. The old bottle had like a drop application, if you guys could see, which it was kind of messy, I'm not gonna lie, but I usually pour my foundation onto my hand, so I really didn't care. It's basically the same type of like droplet bottle type, where you do have to pour it, or you can put it onto your or squeeze it onto your brush. Yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys the old version of it, and we're gonna go ahead and test the new version out. You guys already know how I do my videos. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in closer, and I'm going to show you guys how it looks with a beauty sponge and a brush. Okay, so you guys are pretty close now, and you guys could see every little detail on my face. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Coastal Scents Kabuki brush for the brush side, and then I'll be using the Maybelline beauty sponge for the sponge side. So I'm going to do the brush side on this side, and I'm gonna do the beauty sponge on this side right here. Go ahead and get started. I'm gonna prime, because I always do prime, and I'll be using the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer, and I'm just taking like a dime size amount. Before I forget, because I know I forgot to mention, this one retails for $38 at Sephora. About a squeeze of that size of foundation, kind of like a dime size. And we're gonna go ahead and apply it. You guys could see my acne. We'll see if it covers it, and my redness. So this is what it looks like with one layer of foundation, which, as you guys could see, it did a pretty good job on concealing the redness of my acne and some of the darkness of my acne scars, which it did conceal the redness around my nose. I also want to go ahead and tell you guys that it does have a scent to it. And it's like to me it smells like kind of like a floral scent. It's not bad because it's not too overpowering. So I want to go ahead and put that out there. So let's go ahead and do another coat of layer with the brush side and see how it does, because it does claim that it's full coverage. So I'm going to go ahead and put the same amount that I did the first time on my brush, and I'm going to go ahead and do another layer of foundation. So this is with the second layer on of foundation with a brush. As you guys could see, it really did conceal a lot of my acne scars, my redness, and it does look matte. Now you still could see a little bit of my acne marks and my darkness, and I'm sure if you would go in with another layer, it would go ahead and cover those acne marks. It does feel dry to the touch, but it's still a little bit tacky. Still feel tacky, a little bit of tackiness. As well as I noticed that this foundation, you are able to work with it compared to the LA Colors Truly Matte one, which I reviewed the last video. This one right here it dries really quickly, and with this one right here I noticed that you could work with it and blend with it, and you don't really have to rush. It does dry to a matte after a while. Let's go ahead and do a third layer of foundation and see how it looks. This is how my face looked before, and this is how it's looking now with the brush side. So it pretty much did even out my skin tone, but you still could see a little bit of my acne marks. So I'm gonna go ahead and take just a little bit more and see if it does conceal my acne marks. And I'm just basically gonna focus a lot of the foundation onto my cheeks, since I really do have some bad acne this week. Okay guys, so this is with the third layer of foundation, only applying it just a little bit of amount onto my cheeks, and it did a wonderful job concealing my scars and the darkness and the redness. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side with the beauty sponge so you guys could see how it looks with the beauty sponge. But this is so far how it looks with the brush, which looks really nice. So I'm back, and this is with one layer of foundation using the beauty sponge. As you guys could see, it really did cover up my redness and evened out my skin tone. So I'm going to go ahead and do a second layer so you guys could see how it looks with a second layer using the beauty sponge. So I'm back with the second layer using the beauty sponge, and this is what it looks like. So you guys could see it did build up with a beauty sponge as well, and it just basically covered up more of my scars. So I'm gonna go ahead and do another layer, which will be the third layer, but I'm only gonna concentrate it on my cheeks because, like I said, I have majority of my acne scars and marks on my cheeks. As you guys could see, it did a wonderful job concealing it, and I feel like you can build it up with the beauty sponge as well. Now, if I had to choose from seeing right now what tool to use when applying this foundation, I feel like using the beauty sponge gives you a more nicer finish than using the brush. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup off camera, and then I'll come back and let you guys know my afterthoughts on this foundation. So my thoughts are on this foundation, it really is a nice foundation. So I could tell a little bit of difference of the other one and this one. The other one doesn't have a scent, and this one does have a scent, which is not overpowering. It does leave your skin matte, but it does have a little bit of tackiness to it. So I did have to set my foundation, and I set my foundation with the Gap Beauty sponge and the RCMA setting powder. As well, I did spritz some of my setting spray at the end, which I usually do, but I did feel like I had to go ahead and set because it did feel a little bit tacky to the touch, and I really do like how it feels now with my face being set. I do feel like it's going to last for a while. On top of that, I really did like it with the beauty sponge better than with the brush, because with the brush I felt like it did look a little bit more cakier than it did with the actual beauty sponge. And I went ahead and did 3 layers of foundation, but the 3rd layer of foundation was more concentrated on my problem areas on my face. So you could build up this foundation as it claims. It is matte. I don't know if this formulation is oil free. I think it is because it says suitable for combination to oily skin. So far for me, this foundation is a great foundation, especially if you do like matte foundations. Then I would go ahead and give this one a try. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and if you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.